guys.
So I cut off your story. I'm sorry, but I was primed to go into this bed bug story.
Oh yeah, we can do bed bugs. We can talk free tables.
Because I'm kind of a bed bug expert after living in Chinatown.
I say leave bed bugs.
We'll leave it that. We'll do
so.
Intro. This is the first. So the fans of the show have been putting up with pre-recorded episodes. Me and Stav and Adam did probably 10 episodes in like a 2.5 day span.
Oh my god.
So, and I did them out of order, but there was one of them that was just like, I don't know.
Is it just like too dated already?
It's too dated, but then also like, I mean, you know, what kind of conversation are you going to have for literally 72 hours? The last one is just, you know, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't remember it, but I can't imagine it's anything other than Stav just saying like, I want to fuck this bitch, but she won't, I can't, she won't, her titty, she should suck my dick for an hour and a half. And I was like, all right, solid episode. We put it online for $12,000 a month.
Y'all got bangers, man.
Hey, that's what people want.
You ever think about doing like a clip show? You remember like sitcoms back in the day?
Yeah.
Where they would just like have...
I thought about doing that. It would be great when we don't want to record, but that's so much work to go through. Old
Fresh Prince episodes.
I don't listen to the podcast ever.
That's probably for the best too.
Yeah, it is.
Just let them be.
Even if it's great, it's like I don't want to hear my voice or, you know, think about how this is where I wound up in my life, which is a good place to be. I guess you can't fucking bitch about it.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm excited.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, so I guess I'll this is Cum Town West with different guests.
Yeah.
I got Jamel Johnson.
Hey.
That's Jamel.
That's me.
And Dana Bell.
Hello.
So these are also DC Comics.
Funny Mom's class 2013?
Yeah, 2012, 2013.
Something like that. We had the Letterman jackets.
2014.
Yeah. So this is like the Cum Town West crew for this week until Adam and Stav are coming in next week. So I guess we're going to...
They couldn't stay away.
Yeah, we're going to do a couple. Well, because I told them we ran out of episodes. And they were like, shit, so are you going to like fly back to New York? I was like, nah, I guess I'm just going to do the podcast with other people. They were like, we're buying tickets now. And they bought them that night. Yeah, because they're worried about getting replaced.
Yeah, you got to hold on to you know.
You guys are both contenders to replace them.
The stocks are volatile, so I'm trying to get in. It's a bear market.
I'm surprised they didn't fucking do their own podcast while I was gone and try to edge me out.
That's true.
Call it the Cumettes or something like that.
But just steal the name.
Just be
why the fuck? No, I don't know how to hire a lawyer and sue anybody.
Just like the fucking Temptations. You remember when it was 2 sets of Temptations?
No.
That was like a thing. Like
Temptations 2?
Yeah. Like when they broke up and Eddie Ruffin.
First of all, what do you mean remember? This had to have happened like 45 years before you were born.
I'm talking about the fucking miniseries, the NBC miniseries. You remember that shit?
No.
This was like some like early 90s.
Was that part of that string where they were like doing biopics about people that were still alive?
Yes.
It was kind of weird. Like when they made that Robin Williams movie and it's like he hasn't even killed himself yet. We got another 5 years.
I didn't know there was a Robin Williams movie.
There was, and it was weird because they got a guy that looked exactly like Robin Williams, and it was almost like some agent found that guy and was like, "Oh,
I know
my God,
there's only one thing to do."
Here's what,
wrote the biopic himself.
You're gonna be young Pope. That's how that show happened. But yeah, so I haven't done a podcast in weeks.
How you feel? You seem a little warmed up, you know. Like you're ready to go.
Well, I'm in my element, you know.
He's got fully lathered.
Yeah, it's been a hectic couple of weeks. So
life in the fast lane.
At least there's like new stuff to talk about.
There is, but it's all bad shit, I guess.
A lot of opinions, though.
The internet was coming for me pretty hard over the weekend.
For real?
Yeah, which is weird because I've been off. I got kicked off Twitter like a month ago.
I forgot, dog. I don't even check for you anymore. Ever since Nicole disappeared, I was like, I don't know what to do. You know
Well, I don't understand. Like, there's been so many iterations of people like going after me, you know, and they're like, explain this. And it's just like, I like to jack off, you know, on the bus or whatever. I mean, it's like, I have so much disdain for Twitter as a fucking medium. The fact that anyone could like, at this point, still try to, you know, take me to task for just
what was the end result? How they
nothing?
What the test
because I have no. Here's the end result is because I have no ability to respond to it. It just goes away after 2 days.
Also, like, what would they can't kick you off Twitter. You've already been kicked off Twitter.
Right, I've already been kicked off Twitter.
So there's nothing even to do.
That's right. Yeah, it mostly became because there's nothing to get me fired from. They were like trying to get people to stop being friends with me, which is like such a like, don't let him come to your birthday party. We're having my birthday party at Discovery Zone and you're not coming. And everyone else is coming and you can't come.
Right, and if you go to your birthday party, then it's like, that's a bad sign.
That's such a fucking... You remember that shit when children would do that?
Yeah,
like, man. You can't come to my birthday party. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking buy you a present.
I'm winning.
Yeah, right.
I remember we used to just go every year was bowling. You guys ever do bowling with the kiddie rails? You know what I mean?
Ari Shaffir has a joke about that he calls it he goes, yeah, I was bowling and the Down syndrome kids had their own special device. And he's like, I'm not making fun of the Down syndrome kids. There's a way he says Down syndrome in that joke that's so funny to me.
Dang, I was jealous of them fools, man.
Yeah.
And you could just push the like they had bowling rigged.
Yeah. But I don't understand what the point of that is.
It's to make you better at bowling.
But you're not good at it.
But
you're good at throwing it in a direction.
I remember being a kid and thinking I was amazing at bowling, but I would play with the bumpers. And then, like, I would, like, talk to my friends about bowling or whatever at school. You know, like, you have, like, daily bowling conversations with your friends. And I was like, yeah, I'm, like, good at bowling. And then I remember going friends and they didn't use the bumpers. And I'm like, we're 7.
Right, it's like a different sport.
We're not grown-ups.
It's not even a sport. I shouldn't call it a sport.
Yeah. NBA level bowling.
Yeah. I used to go bowling, like pretty often in Austin. There was a place in Cedar Park that had like $5 all you can bowl.
Oh,
and then shoe rental was like $4. So you would pay $9 and you could bowl for like 6 hours.
Fuck man, I bowl all the time now. Like,
do you?
There's a spot in Koreatown, Chateau 39.
Is that the place that
it's
also
sketchy
has...
shit. I'm pretty sure they prostitutes.
No, I was going to say a driving range.
No, they're definitely running hoes out of the fucking Chateau 39, man. They have like security outside
God,
and inside.
Imagine getting a bowling prostitute. That's terrible. They just clean themselves out over that like hand blowy thing.
The foot spray.
I was just imagining they smelled like shoes. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds great.
Oh no, it's a good old time. We should go.
I
think they're open till like it's got to be last call or after. Last call at minimum.
Yeah.
So you go fuck it up about 1:30.
You ever get kicked out of a bowling place because the league bowling guys come in?
Yes.
You guys have gone bowling so much more than I've ever gone bowling in my entire life.
Because it's one of those things where like bowling's tricky because you want to. It's a thing you're like, I could be good at bowling, right?
It just seems like
seems like a thing that you could be good at if you put enough time into it. But nobody does it.
That's how I feel about pool.
Right, exactly, like cursive. Yeah, something that you had to do in third grade.
Yeah, cursive. You've missed the boat on that. If you're not good at cursive by now, it's over.
My signature's fucking trash too, son. I need to get on it.
Is that cursive? I guess.
I think signature is different. That's just squiggly. You just have to make cool squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Cursive is harder.
I started writing in all capital letters when I was in like 7th grade or something because I thought it was badass, and I still write that way.
No.
Well, you win it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Does it?
I feel like, I don't know why, but I just feel like, you're an all caps guy.
You know who does that is like executives of businesses, and then also homeless people on their cardboard signs. Those are the two spheres of society that use all capital letters.
Yeah,
the best Venn diagram.
Yeah, I think for both people, it's like if one thing had gone differently, they would have swapped lives.
Oh man, I saw the fucking funniest shit today, and the people are gonna say, "Oh, that didn't happen," or "It's not real." Adam has a lot of stories like that, where he's like, "I saw this shit happen," and you're like, "There's no way you're that lucky that you get to see all."
No, you see stuff like that all the time.
I do, but I'm second to Adam in that hierarchy of people that get to see hilarious shit.
Yeah.
But today, I was in downtown, and I was walking behind this homeless lady who was like super fucking homeless, like the pigeon bitch from Home Alone 2.
Yeah,
like that level.
Bitch.
But that's the character's name.
She's just got like burlap sacks.
Why don't you go get the VHS, wait for the credits to roll, and wait until it says Pigeon Bitch ... as herself. It'll come up.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah. No, I was walking behind this. It was like
it's you, Pigeon Bitch.
Yeah, it was me. Well, it was like this homeless black lady, and she's got like a blanket over her head and a shopping cart just filled with like bags of stuff, and like her shoes were all like just severely homeless. Mm-hmm. And it was like starting to rain a little bit, and I'm like maybe 15 feet behind her, and this car pulls up with like these two girls in it, and they like slow down, and the girl in the passenger seat like rolls down the window, and then she's like going through her like groceries or whatever, and she pulls out like a loaf of like Ezekiel bread, and like just like gestures out the window to hand it to her, like you think it's gonna be this fucking like Upworthy moment. And the homeless woman just looks at her and looks back again and goes, "I don't need no fucking bread, bitch. You fucking hoe," and starts yelling at her.
On her own too.
Yeah, and then
with your whole grains.
Yeah, she just starts trashing the girl in the car, and she just has to like withdraw the bread as the friend rolls up the window and they drive away.
That's amazing. One time I was
that did a lot for me. That's how every episode of that show, What Would You Do, should end.
Yes.
You know that show with the
old like Nickelodeon shit?
It's like on NBC Primetime or something.
Oh shit,
that's not still on, is it?
I don't know. I mean, I can't remember a time I actually ever saw it broadcast. It's like a thing. It was like Upworthy before there was an Upworthy. You know, or a BuzzFeed before there was BuzzFeed. This is like a show where they're like, he was set up a restaurant and we sent a retarded guy in and he tried to read the menu and the waitress called him a retard.
I thought that was just a part of Dateline.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah, and they're like, let's see what happens. It's like, now what if the retard was Muslim? And it's like, well, I don't even know what point you're trying to make.
It was always someone being really mean to someone in a public setting and just seeing if someone would intervene. And it was like, well, you're just like being mean to I don't know, it was like a really weird setup where it wasn't like, what would you do in this situation?
Well, it's not a real experiment, but it's like an idiot's understanding of what an experiment is. It's like really all they're measuring is like what portion of the population is afraid of confrontation.
Yeah.
And that's like the only real metric you could maybe get out of the show.
But now I just feel like everyone just assumes when they see something like that, like in the back of their mind, they're like, this is one of those fucking shows.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be how I respond is going to be on TV.
Well, there should be an NBC show called I Don't Need No Fucking Bread, Bitch. And it's just, what would you do? But that's the response. Whenever anyone tries to be
laugh
nice.
At the bread, bitch.
Yeah, you're on the Jamie Kennedy experiment. That's a camera. That's a camera. That's a camera. You're a bitch. That's a camera. The bread is a camera.
I'm the opposite. I don't assume shit is fake. I assume everything's real, and I'm gonna have to testify in court.
Yeah. Oh, that's time for me to go. Good attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally walk away. There's like the amount of times I've like intervened in something in my life is I could count on one hand.
Yeah, the pie chart is it's definitely it ain't even.
Yeah, I was in. Actually, I feel like I intervene a lot, but it's always like a really obvious choice to intervene. Like my neighbor or who I thought was like abusing his girlfriend. Yeah. Anyway, called the cops for that. Just
calling the cops is not intervening.
Okay, cool. Well, I have an intervening story, which is I was in an Uber and
the
we
cops
saw
just show up and shoot both of them.
That's true.
They're like,
then,
are you the lady that called the cops? Okay. We got to check the handbook, but I think we have to shoot you too.
I think we just have to shoot everybody. This is how it works.
Look, I'm just doing my job.
I'm afraid constantly, and I'm doing my job.
They actually replaced the academy with a DVD copy of the movie Crash, and that's how we learn how to be police officers now. So,
it's an Oscar winner, so you know it's good.
We talked about it in another episode, but like it's like a whole aspect of that movie that they didn't explore is Terrence Howard's micro penis.
Damn.
Yeah. That's a weird movie.
America needs to see that.
To rewatch, knowing that Terrence Howard has a micro penis.
I don't remember anything about that movie, but I'm sure it would be better if I knew that he had a micro penis.
It's a terrible movie. It's not a good movie at all.
You remember, you guys hear the thing about him? He's like, he made up his own math.
Yes.
He like wrote a book. He's a... Yeah, Terrence Howard is like a self-proclaimed mathematician.
Yeah, he got like really mad about like 1 × 1 = 1, and he was like,
"Oh, that like dumb algebra trick."
Yeah, and I don't remember. This was a while ago, right?
Yeah, he wrote a whole book about how it's 11. basically.
1 × 1 is 11.
Yeah. Then
so he's just not operating on like base 10 mathematics.
Yeah. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah. We know where that came from. Is he measured his dick and it was 1 inch.
He was like, you know what?
And he was like, no, it's 11. I got 11-inch dick. Fuck everybody. Man, I don't have a small dick. It's 11 inches, man. Yeah. A lot of people didn't know about the micro penis. I got into an argument about it at work. People just didn't believe me that Terrence Howard had a micro penis. We had to look it up at work.
Yeah, how'd you
and put it on? Is there photographic evidence?
Yeah,
you pull it up. He, for some reason, he just went naked in a movie, in 50 Cent's movie.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a very easy argument to settle.
Get Rich or Die Trying. Is that one?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Terrence Howard's penis.
Yeah.
Damn. I saw that in the fucking theaters, bro.
Wait, and you don't remember?
Yeah, I should have remembered that.
It was, I mean...
It's a split second.
Okay.
Oh, but somebody was like, oh, I can pause this and see it, and there it is.
Yeah. Well, they turned it into a GIF.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enhance.
Mm-hmm. Nope, keep enhancing. Keep going.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Plugs.
Oh, is it over?
I know it's not over. We've been doing this 15 minutes. We have another 45 minutes to go.
I know. I just feel like
I feel like there wasn't enough of an intro.
Oh.
I'm still Jamel.
Yeah.
You're Dana.
Yeah.
What do I got coming up? I got a show at this weird art space April 7th. It's called Comedy in the Cut.
Yeah. Well, you have a podcast too, right?
Oh yeah, I got a basketball podcast.
What's it called?
Airbuds.
Airbuds
on SoundCloud.
Do you have any? Are you worried about legal trouble with the Airbud?
I mean, I figure the plural. I'm trying to get over like Vanilla Ice. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. One slight difference.
Yeah.
Means it's mine.
That itty bitty tang.
Yeah.
We're using kind of the same color scheme, but I don't give a shit. Yo, fuck that dog.
Yeah. Golden, is that the color scheme?
All golden. Goldenrod on honeysuckle. You feel me?
Man, the Golden Retrievers had a hot run in the 90s.
Dog, 15 years of hits.
Yeah. That was America's dog. And then it's somehow been replaced by pit bulls.
That's what I was
What happened to the culture?
America got fierce, man.
I guess.
We were too soft.
Is that Trump's America?
Yeah, man.
Is pit bulls?
Welcome out.
Have you ever seen those pictures of, speaking of somebody who doesn't have a micro penis, of Pitbull dancing on stage with different women? No. He just gets his dick completely hard in his pants.
Like dress pants?
Yeah, dancing with people. Gross. And you can see him like grinding, and he's just got this massive hard on.
I have a question as a lady, though. It's not hard to not get a boner when you're... Is it hard to not get a boner when you're dancing with people?
No, you have to make an effort. I think Pitbull has to make an effort if he's on stage at like an iHeartMedia production to get his dick hard for like a fucking,
He thought it would be a good look.
Yeah.
I feel like he thought it would be impressive to have a hard dick on stage.
Which I can understand. I actually fuck with Pitbull more after I saw those pictures.
Yeah, hard dick in front of like a whole crowd, like camera crew and shit. Yeah.
I feel like his whole vibe and all of his songs make more sense if he has a hard dick the whole time.
Yeah, but you know who would do that is an actual Pitbull. Pitbull would have its fucking pink dick out.
He's living his rhymes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I guess this week I saw Get Out. Look, this is a fast-paced podcast.
We're moving it around.
Hey. We got to
cool.
go.
No, keep it.
If you want to jump in with anything,
jump in, jump out.
Change the conversation up.
Yeah.
The key to successful podcasting, and I've learned this.
Quick moves.
In my 6-month rise to the top, right before my dramatic fall this week at the hands of Stalinists, I believe it was, on Twitter that had a problem with me. Is people that like Joseph Stalin a lot. I love being lectured on comedy by people whose like avatar is a statue. It's like some obscure fucking...
Oh shit, I almost bought a Russia soccer jersey. So you guys know I got at soccer niggas on Twitter.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big fan. And
is that your Instagram also?
No, well I got it.
Yeah.
I definitely keep. I got it on me, but Broccoli House is the main.
Why Broccoli House? Where does that come from?
Is there a big Premier League thing going on right now?
Yeah, it's just like the season's kind of coming around. It's like the last month and a half or so, it's just getting English sports is weird because there's no playoffs.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just like you accumulate
points.
Whoever did the best.
Yeah.
I kind of like that more. That makes sense
I mean, it kind of makes every game more interesting, but it's also kind of
But then there's no moment of...
Yeah. Because somebody could just win in February. Yeah. And then you just have to watch 3 more months of fucking soccer.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But this year's kind of good. But I was in the spot and they had a fucking, like a bunch of Team Russia jerseys on clearance. And I almost went there. I don't think I'm ready yet.
Well, the most coveted tracksuit, if I could have any tracksuit.
Russia.
Well, the 1980 Russian Olympic tracksuit.
Ooh. Is it like bright red?
Yeah.
Red with the yellow or white?
I think I've only seen a couple of pictures of it online because I went looking specifically for that one.
Damn. Yeah, that does sound like a
I think it's like red with a white stripe, and I think that's like they couldn't have Adidas because they were like communist. Yeah. So they couldn't have. So they had some like Adidas knockoff. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's the deal.
Tracksuits, man. How many tracksuits you got?
Oh, I'm kind of a poser. I only got 2, but 3 pants. I have 2 full suits, 3 sets of pants.
See, I'm kind of the other. I've got 3 jackets.
Yeah.
2 pants.
Well, at the time I started buying a lot of tracksuits, I didn't really have any money. So I was just wasting money on tracksuits.
True.
And now that I like have enough money, I feel like I've leapfrogged tracksuits and now I buy PlayStations and TVs and shit.
You just got a room full of laser discs?
Yeah. Well, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's a business expense, and I can't wait until I get audited. And they're like, yeah, no, we're just going to take the PlayStation. We're going to take it down to the government.
The controllers, they
turn it into a camera to spy on Syrian children, whatever they do with PlayStations. Yeah, I don't know. I started playing FIFA because Stav and Adam had FIFA, and I was like, oh, cool, we can play online. And now they just come to my apartment and play FIFA there. So it was a mistake to buy FIFA.
Now you just got grown-ups playing games all in your crib.
Yeah, because I'm going to play... I started playing that new Resident Evil.
How is that shit?
It's cool.
I'm with it, man. 6 sucked.
The only one I ever liked was the remake of the first one.
What they call it? It's just Zero was like on...
Zero was the one after... Zero was the sequel to the remake, but the remake was just called Resident Evil.
Yeah, was it also on GameCube? Yeah. They tried to make GameCube cool so many times.
Yeah, they did.
God bless them.
GameCube was the last good Nintendo console. I mean, I'm not buying that Switch shit. I mean, I stopped playing video games for like 8 years just because I was wasting so much money on it.
Getting big up in GameStop.
But now I got money to waste.
Know the whole staff's name?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, never to that extent. That would be fucked up. I feel if you were on first name basis
with the entire.
Yeah, I worked as a seasonal employee at GameStop though.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried to get that job. Didn't work. Potomac Mills, they wouldn't hire me.
You get a 25% discount on games. That's the only reason I did it.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
And yeah, there were some fucking autistic people that worked at that goddamn store.
You know, a seasonal job I had? I used to work at a fucking rest stop on 95.
Yeah, I thought that was like a regular job though.
I mean, it was. I say it's seasonal because I was only there for 1 season.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I made it a summer.
It wasn't like a Christmas job.
No.
It sounded like we need more Christmas help for the Christmas rush at the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's like a different meaning.
People are gonna have Christmas diarrhea. They're gonna have gingerbread diarrhea, and we need extra hands to mop it all up.
Yeah. Also, the head of the rest stop is like a. FAO Schwartz.
Do you work at
ass
old man?
I have 2 turtle doves. Yeah, that guy was a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
In Home Alone 2, he was just trying to fuck Kevin.
Of course, man.
Everyone in that movie is trying to fuck Kevin.
Thin, chinless guy.
The robbers, the pigeon bitch, his parents.
The pigeon bitch, nah, man. The pigeon bitch was she just fucked with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She had a miscarriage that made her crazy.
I like that just like an affluent white family can be that reckless with their child and not lose them. Like not have Child Protective Services be like, well, this is the second time you've exposed your son to violent criminals through negligence.
Left your kid in the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know what? I say that's the American dream, dog.
What? Being
rich enough to leave your kids and then they just come back fine?
Yeah.
And you did nothing?
I mean, that's how all rich kids have like horribly negligent parents.
Yeah,
you just like let them buy cocaine when they're like 11 and
instead of waiting until they're 19.
Yeah.
The respectable age to buy cocaine.
Read a few books before you start.
Seriously though. Don't do it in the house, you know? then that's just bad parenting because you're not learning how to be subtle about things.
You guys ever hang out with any of those kids?
I remember I was in night school with these two black girls that had kids, and they were like, their kids were already like 4 or 5, and they were probably like 17, 18 or whatever. So they were like moms, you know, they like
just had the routine down.
Yeah, they knew how to be fucking moms or whatever. And I remember one of them, we were riding the bus somewhere, and she was saying like, yeah, my son got this fucking like banged his head, and he's got this fucking like welt that won't go down or whatever. And I was like, why don't you take him to the hospital? And they were both like, no. They were like I had made some grave error in suggesting that they take their kid to the hospital. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? They're like, they're gonna say it's neglect, and my kid's gonna be taken away from me.
Oh fuck.
And I was like, holy shit.
Valid.
Yeah.
I have to report these women to Child Protective Services. And I marched down there. I filled out the paperwork, but unfortunately I forgot how to spell their names.
So there you go.
There were too many vowels.
Is it Ralisha? 2 L's?
Sir, we've actually run out of ink. So.
Put a couple asterisks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. $. I wanted to spell. I started spelling my name with like the $ bars, but through every single letter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know if people would get it or not.
No, I think they would probably get it more than you'd like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that could blow up on some like at the fucking Supreme store or some shit.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Some hype beast with that shit on.
Well, the goal is just to get into the Supreme store. Now that I'm a Hollywood guy, you know?
Oh yeah.
Malibu Mall Dog, my new thing. People can't see this, but I actually have a goatee right now and sunglasses.
It's true.
It's
pointing into your nostril.
Yeah. I got sunglasses, a black bandana now instead of my regular yellow one.
R.I.P. to the competition.
Yeah.
That's why we go all black.
Speaking of all black, did you guys see Get Out?
I finally...
I'm just going to keep bringing that
you
shit.
called me at the right time. I finally saw it. I had to see it just to find the source material for all the memes.
Oh, okay.
And,
you were in the sunken place?
Yeah.
I went down to the Sunken Palace.
Yeah.
And she was, I feel like, being on Twitter kind of ruined the movie. I blame my little brother for kind of giving away. I was like, okay. And I mean, also, like...
I don't think there's anything to give away, though. I mean, you kind of go into it knowing exactly what's going to happen. Yeah. And that's what makes it a good movie.
Yeah.
Is that it's like, all right, here's what you're going to get. And then it fucking delivers.
Straight through.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's still... The twist was... I went into it thinking, all right, worst nightmare. Some white people want to lobotomize me, obviously. And I was imagining, like, a bunch of, like, black people getting mutilated... But it was, spoiler alert.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. No one who listens to this podcast is going to watch it.
Well, yeah. They
already stopped listening to this one. Because I criticized the white family from Home Alone.
Yeah, true. They're just going back to listen to stuff.
So spoil away.
Well, yeah. Just, watching a black dude, impale... a family from the burbs. It was fun.
Very satisfying.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool about it too is that like I saw some criticisms of it, people saying it's like like sort of like a kill whitey exploitation movie in the same vein as Django or whatever, but it's not at all.
Yeah.
And like there's maybe that scene where he gets out of the chair and like runs away is maybe 3.5 minutes long. It's all necessary.
90-minute movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all necessary, and then it's like. A pretty easy, allegory to pick apart, and it's not heavy-handed. It's kind of well done. It's well paced, and it's why I enjoyed it was because it's like usually I fucking hate horror movies. They're all garbage with the exception of
because they try so hard.
No, because they don't. Like half of them are made by WWE.
Oh, true shit.
I saw Oculus because someone recommended Oculus a couple years ago.
Oh boy,
and it's like fucking WWE Productions, and I was like. There's no way this is good. And it's like, what if a mirror was scary? And that's it. That's all the
Sting was just watching you at the top of the theater.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be a cool horror movie if Sting was just following you around and he's like in the rafters everywhere you go. Remember we were going to do that, me, you, and Adam? We were gonna
the Stings, the original Stings of comedy.
The Stings of comedy.
And then we were going to put a little tiny Bernie Mac. It was us and Sting paint.
Yeah, we were all going to have... WCW Sting paint on our faces.
Nice.
I'm close, man. I'm working on it.
Pretend like I know what that is, or
I'm going to hook up some development deals. We're going to get there.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Use your new Hollywood connections.
I'm Hollywood as hell, dog.
Well, I went to go see Get Out, and Adam was like, go see it in Compton. You have to go see it in a black theater. And it's like, I don't think I have to go to Compton.
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like that's like a very...
Magic Johnson's got a lot of theaters.
I don't know how much that's going to fundamentally change the movie.
I feel like that's a very like white person in Get Out thing to say. Like if like they would be like, let me tell you, I saw Get Out in Compton and it just changed the whole movie. You know, like that's what they would tell.
Although I will say, I saw Django in theaters twice, and I saw it in like, you know, a more diverse theater, and then like a predominantly white one. And I swear to God, I'm not kidding. You know, the one that was more diverse, there was like people clapping at the revenge scenes or whatever. People were laughing at the N-word in the white theater. When somebody was saying the N-word, they were like, ha ha ha.
Oh, no. They were like, I get this.
Yeah, it might have just been me. I mean, but that means people. So I'm included in people.
You are every people.
I might have just been drowning out everyone else's laughter with my own. With my cigar and my Hawaiian shirt in the middle of the theater, with my feet up, harassing Nick Nolte's family, laughing at Django. That's a Cape Fear reference for Dana, who hasn't seen any movie. Do you know that?
I haven't gotten most of the references. I tuned out during the whole video game
Juliette
segment.
Lewis?
Yeah. You know, I was just saying today that the Other Sister is kind of a fucked up movie because Juliette Lewis is like hot. Like I had like a thing for Juliette Lewis. And Other Sister came out, and it's
I was happy that she was.
Should I stop beating off to this? I don't understand what this is doing to me.
Yeah, same. Me too.
Juliette Lewis is an actress who's
American actress.
I know who all the actors are. I've just never seen any of the movies they've ever been in.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
A lot of people mags.
Well.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just aware of things in movies, but I've never seen any of them.
The Other Sister is a movie where Juliette Lewis plays a retarded woman, hence The Other Sister. Which I love the title of the movie is just like the fucking cruelest euphemism.
Yeah, like straight off top.
Yeah. It's instead of like she's all that, it's she's fucked up. Yeah, and then Freddie Prinze Jr. plays the love interest in the Other Sister.
Oh, he's retarded too?
No, it's I was doing a joke on.
No.
Yeah. You don't have to pretend to laugh at it.
Yeah, no, because now I'm like, I was in it. I was swept away.
I appreciated it.
Yeah, I was in.
That's why it's funny I thought it was, when people who listen to the podcast complain about Stav's incessant laughter, and it's like they don't realize that the show is a 4.5 minute long podcast, interrupted by Stav's laughter.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm here to fill a role.
Yeah. You don't have to replace Stav.
I mean, no, just the laughs, LPMs.
No one could ever replace Stav.
I mean, everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying?
That's so
I don't mean as my friend. Anyone could easily replace him as my friend. He's not really worth
invaluable on the show.
Friendship doesn't mean that.
Great broadcast.
He's got his fingers crossed behind his back.
Yeah. Right behind Vern Lundquist in the Hall of Fame of broadcasting.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
You don't know Vern Lundquist?
Who is Vern Lundquist?
He's the guy who does all the Final Four shit.
We still haven't finished explaining The Other Sister.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah. Hold on.
The rest of this podcast is just explain stuff to me.
I have no problem turning it into that.
Yeah.
Ooh, great.
That's such an easy out and such an easy way to fucking walk through, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I also, let me finish this Get Out anecdote, too.
And then we have to talk about bed bugs. I haven't forgotten.
Okay, yeah, we all got...
So we got you in the queue, Spotify queue.
So in Get Out, this is another spoiler, but, you know, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, like, fucking...
So, you know, remember the scene where, like, he's finally escaping from the house?
Yeah.
And the girl has the rifle, and then she sicks the, like, granddad groundskeeper black dude on him.
Yeah.
And he chases him down, he does the camera thing, and the guy's, like, hippocampus activates or whatever, and he turns around and shoots the girl.
Yeah.
You know? Everyone in the theater starts like clapping. They're like, yeah, because he like shot the white girl. And then he turns back around and he puts the gun under his chin and he blows his brains out. And one guy in the theater started clapping.
Oh my God.
He starts clapping. And it was so fucking funny. It was like the perfect bit. I almost felt like that guy had to have watched the movie the first time. It was like, I gotta come back. I gotta do that fucking
nail
bit.
This.
Yeah.
All in Burbank.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice. Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
I got yelled at by a guy when I was watching Ant-Man.
Hitman?
Ant-Man. You remember that one? Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I also haven't.
I was in Baltimore
in a weird kind of shape in that movie.
Yeah, I was on mushrooms at a theater in Baltimore, and it was it's Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So it's like at the climax of the movie where he's got to get like extra tiny.
Yeah. Did you go see it in Baltimore? Because Adam was like, you got to go see it in a black theater. Make sure it's a black theater that you see Ant-Man in.
I went to West Baltimore.
Yeah.
Tripping.
It was a trap house that had a projector set up in it.
I rode in on a motorbike.
Yeah, right, I went to a HOTEP meeting to go watch Stuart Little so I could get the real experience.
I rented out a theater with the Black Israelites.
I'm just laughing about Adam in a theater in Compton. Hey, what's
with
up?
His legs crossed?
No, I'm cool. yeah, with his legs crossed, all gay. He's has like limp ankles. He's got like the way a fey wrist, but in his ankle bones.
True.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what I mean.
Like
just dangle.
Like he's holding his foot out for you to hold up like he's a debutante coming down the stairs.
Very precious. I know exactly what you mean.
Adam in that theater. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he sits like a Paul Simon album sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a field trip.
What, a field trip?
To Compton. Make him go to Compton and see it.
He should be forced to be like a big brother.
When he comes out here, we'll go out there. We'll get him out there.
Oh, take him out to Compton?
I'm going to pick him up from LAX, and then we just won't leave LAX.
Is Compton, though, is Compton like Harlem is now, where people are like, oh, Compton? Because I know, like,
Compton's kind of crazy. Crenshaw's more like that.
Yeah.
Crenshaw's like Harlem. Even Inglewood's a little more chill. But, like, Compton's like, you're out there.
Yeah.
Please check your T-shirt.
Yeah, because where's that place? Watts is, like, also becoming... well, I don't know if it's like it's Watts, like more chill.
I mean, I feel like like they burned down Watts like once, and they were like, all right, we got it.
Now they have like some fancy. It's like a fancy fast food place.
I don't know.
All right, this is.
You haven't been down there.
Yeah, it's like Roy Choi. It's like a LA guy. He's the guy who started the LA taco truck craze, not like the food truck craze in America.
Oh, okay. See, all right. I know he didn't start the craze in L.A.
Right. I didn't mean taco trucks.
I feel like East L.A.
No, not taco trucks.
Living in taco trucks.
He did like Korean taco trucks.
Ice cream trucks started that shit.
Ice cream trucks started trucks.
Well,
first trucks, yeah.
Oh yeah, first trucks.
Which is weird that's like a business that's still allowed to operate. It's like, I go around and I lure neighborhood children to my vehicle with sweets, but it's for money. So.
Yeah, there's a ice cream truck who rolls around my building, but like you won't see him till like after 8.
Yeah,
it's like
there's so many.
You're trying to get kids to leave their house.
Yeah,
it's not like you're catching them after school even.
Yeah.
I just
very
always
intentional.
assumed that those were just like people selling drugs late at night, and it was like they would because there was like one that was like in my neighborhood in DC.
There was a truck in Austin that would go around, had ice cream truck music, and I remember because it fooled Chris Cubis and he was furious. And they sell hot corn. It's just like a hot corn truck,
which is like a opposite.
It's like a Simpsons joke.
Yeah,
like boiling hot Texas style ginger ale.
Yeah,
you remember that?
No. Nah.
Yeah,
I only remember the monorail. That's it.
Which the monorail is like the Get Out guy. It's like a monorail thing. Ooh. That's what he was doing with clapping, is that monorail bit. Where Homer says, so whatever. Yeah. Anyhow, so Juliette Lewis plays a retarded woman.
Okay.
And
I'm hooked.
Yeah. Giovanni Ribisi.
Love interest.
Is the love interest.
Ooh.
Well, cookies are the love interest. They bond over their love of cookies.
That's great.
Yeah. But you know why that movie was successful and I Am Sam wasn't? And I don't know the numbers on either one of those movies.
Yeah, wasn't I Am Sam successful?
I Am Sam is fucking...
somebody get nominated for something for that?
Yeah. It would be great if there was a critic that hated it and they wrote, like, this movie is literally retarded. And then they misinterpreted that and put it, like, in those, like, oak leaves on the cover of the movie. It's like, this movie is literally retarded. Glenn Stevenson, SF Weekly.
4 stars.
Yeah. Well, why I Am Sam's a piece of shit is because, like, they have Sean Penn in it, and even if you had the greatest, even if you have fucking Daniel Day-Lewis, or, Brando, or whoever you think the fucking best actor in the world is, the best...
Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans. If you had every single one of the Wayans brothers in that movie, and you had them method acting their fucking heart out to be a retarded guy, you can't cast his friends as actual people with mental disabilities and not have it look like a cruel mockery.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean Penn's like, oh, what shoes shall we get? And then, like, the camera pans, and it's a guy who actually has Down syndrome. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Who thought this was a good idea? It should have been Giovanni Ribisi, who just looks like he has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Which is what they did with the other sister.
And it's a better movie.
Yeah.
Well,
the only thing I remember of that movie is that the scene where he shows up to pick up Juliette Lewis for the date, and the dad is like, I'm gonna kick this fucking guy's ass, because he thinks it's like a regular guy that's just like, hey, check this out, a slow girl. And then he opens the door, and Giovanni Ribisi's in like a dog costume, and he's like, my name's Daniel, and they're like, oh, he's retarded too. And that's supposed to be like a fun comedic moment in the movie.
Is it a comedy?
I mean, you know,
it's
okay.
It's
Jamel,
romantic first, and like comedy third.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a romantic comedy.
Okay. Well, I'm probably never going to watch it, but I appreciate the time that you took to tell me about it.
The DVD's already in the mail, dog.
Yeah, I also remember the scene where you find out Daniel, the Giovanni Ribisi's character's his like fixation is marching band music. He's really into like John Philip Sousa and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
it's
gotta
also
watch that shit now.
a weird piece of fiction is Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah, I have read that book.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
That's
No.
Oh. Yeah, so it's about a guy that's retarded,
right on.
and these scientists do an experimental surgery to make him not retarded. But the way it works is he's not like instantly smart. Well, maybe he is instantly smart, but he has to learn all this shit.
No,
I think it's not like Stefan or Kel.
No, it's like, well, because it's written in like a diary form, and then he slowly becomes hyper intelligent. He becomes a genius.
Yeah, becomes too smart, and then it's like an Icarus story.
Yeah,
too close to the sun.
Well, no, but it's not like his fault. It's just like the drug wears off, and then there's also a love story going on in it. But then when he becomes too much of a genius, he becomes like
an asshole,
a dick to this girl.
Oh, they do that. They do that in like sitcoms all the time.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily not like Stefan or Kel, but I've seen that plot.
Yeah,
a few times.
Right.
Maybe more like in cartoons. I feel like cartoons do that shit.
I remember there's a Baywatch episode where there's like a guy that's a loser that's trying to impress this girl, but she's really interested in Hasselhoff.
Of course.
And so he's trying to help out the loser, so he like plays up his like fucking machismo bullshit. He like decides to be an asshole. He's like, why don't you dump the loser and get with her, get rid of the zero and get with a hero. He's like, why have hamburger when you can have steak? And she's like, oh, this guy's an asshole, I'm gonna fuck the loser instead. And then Hasselhoff is the magnanimous hero.
Saves the day as usual.
Yeah. What a fun show to
That's beautiful.
I used to watch that shit. Like last year, I just had like regular ass TV, like a digital antenna. Yeah. They still show that shit in reruns.
What?
Yeah.
Season 1 of Baywatch is like a drama, like a serious kind of drama.
Yeah.
Like they only like it's like they save like one life at the end.
Per episode?
Yeah, and it's like a very serious lifeguard situation.
There were so many TV shows similar to how tech works now, where like Snapchat is clearly just for sending pictures of your dick to people.
Absolutely.
That's it. Which I think the CEO has even acknowledged.
They've got some pretty fun filters on there.
Yeah, just like Baywatch is a dramatic TV show. It's a fucking, they used to be able to make shows and they're like, well, it's so children can beat off. This is pornography for 13-year-olds.
Absolutely.
Because there's no internet.
Right.
There's no internet. You're going to get fucking huge ratings. And then
there's some people out there who are watching it, like me on Snapchat, who are like, I'm in this for the writing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And
the finer points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making a Baywatch movie. And I saw the trailer in Get Out, and I was walking. I had to go piss. And so I was walking back up the stairs. And the Baywatch trailer comes on, and there's two 45-year-old guys, probably older than that, sitting next to each other in the theater, sitting Adam style. Deduce from that what you
ankles
will.
just dangling.
Yeah. They were holding their feet were like holding hands with each other.
Oh, no, that's gross.
But the Baywatch trailer comes on, and one of the guys is like, "This looks so fucking stupid," and it's like. Yeah, it's Baywatch.
It's a Baywatch movie. Yeah. There's been so much stuff I've been seeing about the new like Power Rangers reboot.
One of the Power Rangers just murdered somebody. Did you see that story?
What? Oh yeah, the original one.
No, it was the Red Ranger from like one of these new reboots, or like the newer
those middle.
Yeah, where it's like Power Rangers, like Ninja Ape Force, where they turn into like, I don't know, something.
Ninja Apes. Yeah.
Sure.
Power Rangers Ninja Turtle Force. Where they become Ninja Turtles. The Red Ranger killed his roommate.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here
with a fucking sword.
Yes.
Oh, I thought and like he was like in the shower or something. It was like his roommate was taking a shower, and then
they were having some dispute over a girl.
It was over a girl. It wasn't even rent.
Which is so funny because like shit like that is like,
the fuck?
Isn't that okay in Sharia law?
Wait, you're allowed to. Why are you bringing up Sharia law?
Because I think I'm right here.
You're bringing a good point.
If you like try to fuck someone's wife,
right?
And under Sharia law, you are allowed to kill them with a sword.
Probably.
If you're a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
If you got the helmet on.
Yeah.
Well, but see, then who gets to be the Power Rangers? So.
But it's shit like that makes me think like, well, maybe Sharia law isn't so bad.
Because we just do it anyway.
If you're killing people with, first of all, yeah, we're doing it anyway. Second of all, murdering somebody with a sword, that's hard to get. It's hard for me to experience any kind of feeling of empathy for the victim because it's so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does fully seem impaled. Like a funnier death.
Yeah.
Like if I was being murdered by a sword, I would sort of be like, are you serious?
Yeah,
you get full Mortal Kombat gratification. You get to look them in the eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there was a story about like some home invasion. I think near like the Johns Hopkins campus, and the kid killed the burglar with a sword. And what makes it so funny to me is like, you're about to die at the hands of like a nerd. You know, like imagine being like, whoa, and he's like, just dealing
running at you like
unbridled Naruto. Autism, frothing at the fucking mouth, some kid chewing on his fucking shirt. That's why The Accountant was so good. Did you see that movie?
Nah, I haven't seen that.
Sorry, Dana. It's another movie about a retarded
hasn't
person.
seen it either.
It's true, but you saw it less. I saw the trailer.
I don't know if it's
the trailer. That's what I knew.
The working title was The Other Affleck. Which doesn't really make sense because he's the main one.
He's the main. I can't even think of the other one.
Casey Affleck.
Oh yeah, fuck that nigga, dude.
Who is I guess a rapist of some sort.
Yes.
Frank Stallone ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Casey's a talented actor. The problem with Casey is the sex thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know the fucking details of that.
Yeah. What is it like? I don't know.
I'm not aware enough of Casey Affleck for me to give a shit about whatever that fucking story is.
I will say it was like, when I did learn that, I was like, oh, good. Now I don't have to see Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah.
I'm actually taking
you were released.
a moral stand on this, and I'm not watching it.
I haven't seen it yet, and all I want is to know the difference between that and La La Land.
You haven't seen that one yet.
I don't know what either of those
La La
are.
Land has singing and dancing.
There you go.
Very bad. Don't see it.
Did you see Moonlight?
I did.
Is Moonlight good? That seemed way too heavy for me to
No,
enjoy.
it's not. That's what everyone was saying to me, and it is. It's like kind of heavy, but it's not like. I thought it was gonna be. I was gonna be like crying my eyes out, and it was just like I felt a lot of things, but it was just a good movie.
Oh, really?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
and
it's like I heard a description of it, and I'm like, that sounds like every Irish movie I've ever heard of. It's like all Irish fiction. It's like, and then he died in the factory at age 8, and
wait for Moonlight.
What? Yeah.
Oh no!
It was just depressing and kind of.
It is depressing, but it's also. It's like more nuanced than just being depressing.
Oh, okay. I do hate
house
nuance.
Party scenes. It's just like House Party 2 when they do dance routines.
You know me.
Yeah. It's like they don't tell you about all the house parties in Moonlight and all there's a lot of dancing and
Having a good old time.
So it's like La La Land.
It's Moonlight is basically La La
so I'll just go see La La Land.
Yeah. That's good too. They're basically the same.
If you add a La La Land and a Get Out, you've basically seen Moonlight. So I'm done for the year.
Yeah.
Covered it.
Yeah.
Nailed it first quarter.
Yeah, definitely perfect. I don't know what else came out recently.
Shit,
I don't know. We tried to see a movie the other night, and everything looks awful.
I don't want to go see Logan. Yeah. Which I didn't realize was another. I call him Werewolf by accident. Pretty often. Another Wolverine movie, which they already made a Wolverine movie, right?
Yeah.
You don't. They did the origin story. I don't know what the fuck happens in Logan.
This is after the origin story. It's like an apocalyptic thing. I don't know. I don't care about superhero movies.
How many of those fucking X-Men movies have they made?
They gotta be working on 6.
I remember that was like
more than 6.
Oh, way more than 6. Dude, the first one came out in 2000.
X-Men, you know what?
Shit. I did have it on VHS.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was way back.
They've made so many. Also, I mix them up with the Avengers a lot because they're the same thing. It's all the same. They're all the same people. It's the same fucking movies.
Yeah, it's weird.
The only reason to see those movies is to check in to see how many steroids Hugh Jackman has done in the last 15 years. You know what's crazy? You go back and look at Wolverine in the first X-Men movie and like to see what Hugh Jackman has done to his body. He was like a fucking 30-year-old man when that first movie came out. And he's like svelte. Yeah. And now he looks awful.
It's weird that he's also been like, he either does the superhero movies and he's super jacked, or he just does like Broadway plays. Which like I can't imagine seeing him on like a Broadway stage.
Don't you have to like lift everyone over your head on Broadway?
I don't know. I've never.
That's the audition.
For
every show.
Probably.
You know what I saw on Broadway? My rich aunt brought me to go see. I
thought you were naming a play. Yeah. I thought you were like, I saw My Rich Aunt.
She brought me to go.
Delightful.
She brought me to me and my cousins to the James Franco of Mice and Men.
That's the perfect play for you to see.
Yeah, which is another retarded.
I know, that's why I was like,
shit.
She was probably like, she was probably like, oh, Nick will like this one.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was for me, but yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on Franco, but he definitely doesn't fucking belong on Broadway. I probably would be ambivalent towards him if like he didn't have all those things that Vice let him write. You remember those?
Yeah.
There's like James Franco's book reports, and he's like a 30-year-old man that's like, I just read Catcher in the Rye.
I feel like he like saw a Dos Equis commercial once and was like, all right. I'm going to be that guy. I have to do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be the guy that read a book one time. He should have switched roles with Dowd, and he should have played the Lenny.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
that could have been more interesting.
That sounds like a hit.
Yeah.
Playing
out a type.
I told my grandmother one time that the original the book was, of Mice and Men was actually written to warn people about the dangers of the mentally handicapped, and she was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Were you like 6 when this happens? That's what I imagine.
I was probably like
just
16.
Like a very precocious,
early,
very precocious troll.
Precocious troll sounds adorable.
Do you guys got grandmas? What's up with you guys?
I was just thinking about my grandma got sad.
Oh, yeah,
grandma's
me too.
all dead and shit.
I know.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah.
When did they die? My one grandma just died, but that was I also found out at the funeral that my entire family had ratted me out to the FBI, so I really didn't give a shit about it.
Yeah, that's more dramatic.
Yeah. Which is like the best way to cope.
Distracted
with anything.
Have the feds
intervene. That's really sweet of them to do that for you. Yeah,
right. They're like, look, this is going to hit Nick hard. Let's try to have him put on a federal watch list that's going to destroy his life.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma died in June.
Yeah?
Oh, nice.
Did you say, oh, nice?
Yeah.
That's tight, dude. That's a good month to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was her...
Was it like motorcycle accident or...
Hell yeah. No, she had some infection of some sort.
Yeah.
She was like 96 or something.
You get to a certain age and it's just like anything will kill you.
Yeah.
You're like, what happened? You're like, a paper cut.
Yeah,
chill.
I mean, it's like it is crazy. I mean, we thought she was gonna, for like a decade, we were like, you're sort of waiting for the shoe to drop. So it's like, I'm surprised that she was so resilient and she did such a good job and she was so strong. And then, you know.
Hey, R.I.P. Condolences.
Thank you.
Yeah. My other grandma is demented now.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple demented great aunts.
Yeah. Which, you know, you would think, like, that would be kind of cool, you know, like she'd be like the Joker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
She'd just be twisted and wearing like cool makeup, like going around just burning money to piss everybody off, which I guess she kind of is doing by continuing to stay alive. You know.
Yeah, shout out my aunt Minnie just like yells at attendants.
Yeah.
She just thinks she's at her house.
I will say when my grandma died, when we went to the like assisted living facility and all the nurses were like being really nice about it, but they were like, oh, you know, she had a spark. She was always giving a little attitude. And I was like, my grandma was a bitch to you. And I know that that's what you're saying. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I liked her and you don't have to. It's fine.
I remember going to see my grandmother in her nursing home and it was fucking horrifying. It was like terrifying. I remember one time I was walking through the hallway and they had this like one section where they had some Julie Andrews movie on and they've like wheeled all the old people in front of the Julie Andrews movie and there's some woman in a wheelchair just like just screaming at the top of her lungs, like looking around and no one's reacting to it. Because I guess that, you know, she's just trapped in some kind of
That's so much creepier.
Chill. Yeah. Oh.
No, that's
and they make you eat like fucking Jello and shit. Like it's worse than prison.
Jello with
prison.
fruit
At
in
least they don't paint prison pink. I feel like it would fuck with you more if you know who does that? Arpaio, the worst person in the United States.
He paints the prison.
He makes them wear pink to dehumanize them.
What?
And it's like the same shade of pink that my grandma's nursing home was painted.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's awful.
Clinical.
Is he
pink?
still? What's going on with him?
He's facing federal charges.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I was like,
he was indicted.
No, I can't. That's too good. That would be anyway.
Yeah. But, you know, he's a million years old, so he's
fine.
going to die comfortably.
Yeah,
you know?
he's also probably not going to get... Nothing's going to happen to him.
Yeah, he should get raped in prison, right?
Well, that would be great.
Yeah. We should let somebody rape Joe Arpaio.
In holding.
Yeah.
More surprising.
In the back of the squad car.
Yeah.
That's where it should happen.
Yeah.
By the guy, you know, a process server. That's who should do it. Some guy fucking like marginally related to the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
A fucking like the guy,
Just
the
like
valet outside the clerk's office.
Yeah.
Is who should be the guy that fucking gets him.
Yeah.
Is like
he leaves the DMV.
He just
no
does
excuse
for justice
for how he got
country.
punked. That's who should do it. So I guess if you guys you have anything else you want to plug, we could wrap it up on Joe Arpaio should be raped.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good little stamp.
Totally comfortable.
Hopefully I don't suck you guys into the outrage directed at you guys would be fine.
Oh, I don't.
I need some buzz.
Let me tell you, look, it feels shitty, but it is like there really is truth to the whole like there's no such thing as bad publicity. It really does nothing but fucking help you.
That's good. Well,
unless you're Joe Arpaio,
right?
Bad publicity for him.
Well, but he did. You know, he did a bad thing.
You know, you get raped by a mailman.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, a mailman in a pith helmet. That would be the
Well, shit, I don't got shit to plug.
Plug your podcast.
JamelJohnson.com. Airbuds, Broccoli House on Instagram. I got weed if y'all need it.
Yeah, he sells weed. Adam also sells weed.
Blap blap.
Yeah. I don't know if I should have mentioned that. I don't know if you.
It's which Adam?
Right. There's no way. Yeah, exactly.
My good friend Adam Levine.
Yeah, Adam Levine.
Cool.
Adam
guy.
Levine's house party is what he calls his weed delivery service. 24 hours. Well, hopefully, this is kind of a sedate ending. Which usually I like to have like some kind of banger. It's not on you guys. It's me.
Well, look, this is our first pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta
the first
say, it's like
episode of the West Coast. Yeah.
It feels different, like talking into a microphone.
Oh, really? Oh, so you got like broadcast anxiety.
I guess.
I come alive.
Well, bro, I mean,
I just feel like
Cum Town's pressure.
Oh, is it?
To be a citizen of Cum Town, you know what I mean? It's not taken lightly.
I guess. You know what's fucked up is like lot of people worry, they're like, oh, did I say something that's like problematic or, you know, whatever. My biggest anxiety, I like fucked up and got JCVD's first movie credit wrong. I'm like inundated with people correcting me, which is like the whole fucking house of cards comes tumbling down. Because I don't know shit about fuck. I have no expertise or knowledge in any field but that. You know,
and for this is your bread and butter. Yeah,
such a basic detail. And the guy corrected me. He was because I was like, oh yeah, he's the bad guy in No Retreat, No Surrender 3, which he's not. He's the bad guy in No Retreat, No Surrender, the original.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. No,
and then some guy hit me up and he was like, it's actually the first movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I knew that. And I was like, technically, actually, his first role was in Breakin' 2 as an extra dancing in the background. He was like, nope, it was the first Breakin', which is true. So I fucked it up twice, even trying.
Oh, man.
So if any of you know this guy, I'm gonna post his personal information on the internet.
Put him out there.
This guy who called me out,
Let him
and
loose.
I want you to harass him. I want you to get him fired and possibly kill him and his family, if you don't mind.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there.
I do.
Yeah. What is that, German?
Yeah, I think it's French, huh?
It do?
French. Little Francois.
They say that it's in Sound of Music.
I do.
Right? I do.
But is that because
imagine how fucking annoying it would have been to be at that house party and you're like, I'm getting out of here, and they're like, wait, my children have to do the gay ass song. They're like, man, come on, I gotta drive home drunk through Nazi Germany. You know how fucking hard that is, and I have to listen to this fucking song by your shithead kids.
Yeah. Kids with ascots on.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys were fun. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thanks for
Cum Town West.
Bye.
We're gonna do this more because I don't think there's gonna be enough time to do it with like enough episodes to front load.
Yeah, we
next 3 weeks. Haven't stopped, so we'll have another one. Yeah, follow these guys on Twitter and Instagram and shit. They are good friends of mine, so you know, please do
it's
that.
All real, baby.
You know, support Cum Town West. You guys are great. Thanks.